These are 8-foot lodgepole stakes. That looks good. We got some nice soil in here. Those stakes are going in nice and easy. Now we're going to mirror that on the other side. The reason why we double stake is so that we can put the ties in from either side, and the tree can move either way and without falling over. And it allows us to use flexible ties and softer ties. So they're going to use these rubber type ties that are flexible. And the other good thing about the rubber ties is that they do break down in the sunlight. So eventually they'll crack, deteriorate, and fall apart. And that's a good thing, because what happens is people tend to leave the ties on too long. If we don't get called back to check on it, they leave the ties on too long, and then the tree doesn't get a chance to establish good strength and everything. We want the tree to move, because that's how they get strong. So we'll put these rubber ties up, and they're kind of picking a spot that they feel comfortable with so that the tree won't bow over above the tie. And typically speaking, a tree shouldn't be staked more than a year or two, depending on the variety. If you look at this tree close enough, this taper is almost reversed. It's almost bigger up here than it is down here. The reason for that is because it had that one solid stake and it was tied rigidly on there, so the only part of the tree that could move on its own was above the stake. But the movement up there generated more wood tissue above than it did below. We want our trunks to taper out like this, so they're wider at the bottom than they are at the top. So by doing this double stake, it allows the tree to move around in the wind and stuff like that, and that encourages the building of trunk taper down below. And we want to get these stakes off as quick as we can to encourage that even more so. So what we'll have to do is watch this tree over the next couple of years. You know, ideally if we can take the stake off this fall, that'd be great. And you know, if we can get it off in 6 months to a year, that's ideal. But sometimes, depending on how they've been staked in the nursery, it takes a little bit longer to build that taper. So we'll watch it.